What's going on, YouTube? My name is Mod, and this is Heartbeat at the Movies. We're here today with a special review. We will be going over X-Men 97 that has dropped today directly on Disney+. Little background before we jump in. X-Men is a staple in the Marvel Universe. X-Men has not been a staple in the Heartbeat universe. X-Men has been around since the dawn of time, but in those days, me personally was more an animated Spider-Man type of kid. I didn't have a lot of room in my mind at that time.
I've seen X-Men First Class and the Wolverine movies, and I like both, but Wolverine was probably my favorite. Favorite X-Men characters are Storm and Wolverine. Not seeing or never seeing the animated series, definitely enjoyed watching them for the first time, animation.
Like I said, we won't be too analytical. We want to give a broad perspective. We want to make sure that we're giving this its own stand. So we did catch up as much as we can to catch us up to the series, but I do have a couple recommendations. If you need a quick fix on YouTube, I will drop them in the description below. All right, and without further ado,
let's get into it.
just like the trailers have perceived, Magneto has now taken over the X-Men. It literally jumps off from season 5 in the next continuous day. The tensions between the mutants and the government is at its highest right now. A great complexion of what the heroes are going through on a day-to-day and what a regular civilian is going through the day-to-day. Episode 1 and 2 sets that up and sets up a great story overall for it. Between each X-Men, I feel like between the first 2 episodes, they're surrounding their stories very well. One highlight that I'm liking is the Jean Grey and Cyclops story. That's one I think is gonna have a big payoff here down the line. I'm curious, with this being your first X-Men animation exposure, in a sense, how are you feeling about the story so far?
Surprisingly, I'm invested, I will say. As never seeing it before, I enjoyed each episode. The build-up, what happened prior, it's easy to follow the storyline this far of just these first 2 episodes. Again, Storm's character in this animation is probably a little bit better than the live action, if I must say. I mean, she is just everything. But in the series, I just love the build-up it gives to the next episode, the not really knowing what you're going to expect. Like I said, I'm into it. I'm enjoying it.
Hearing about the lineup and hearing about the original voices coming back is just a great acknowledgement to the 90s and a great acknowledgement to the series itself. Get that tone, you get that feel. Even the animation itself, it holds up pretty well even to this modern age. So I'm loving the series so far. I'm curious on how they actually take it with now one of the biggest villains in all of comic books being now the leader of arguably one of the biggest organizations in comic books as well.
Another thing I want to point out, I was a little hesitant about watching this series just because the animation, obviously it's just retro because it took place back in the 90s. And you know, I'm a 2024 gal, so I'm used to seeing cartoons in like 3D form or whatever it is now. So I didn't think I was going to enjoy it based off of just the animation, not so much of the storyline, but it didn't bother me and I just enjoyed watching it.
We're very engaged. It keeps you very engaged, even with the whole political standpoint of it. I think this is something still that you could gather around and teach what the X-Men are. I think this is the best borderline that you could give to show people and introduce them. Now, obviously, with this being a continuation, we have to see how this finishes. We're going to really look at this as its own series and not really try to pertain it to the previous ones. It's going to be hard, but it is the test that we're going to take. So I hope you guys stick around for it.
So as you guys know, the next episode will be dropping on Disney Plus next Wednesday, and we're going to be doing the review each episode as it comes. So let us know if you watch these 2 episodes. 1, what did you think about it so far? Did we miss anything? Is there anything that stood out to you guys? Also, let us know, what do you think is going to happen next? Where do you guys think that this storyline is going? We want to know your views, your perspectives on it, and, you know, chit chat with y'all down in the comments. So let us know.
First and foremost, we want to thank everyone who participated in our first giveaway. The participation was amazing. We want to make sure that we're sharing and cherishing with the community that we have. We did announce the winner directly on Twitter, so if you want any more information, go ahead directly there. And as always, last but not least, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. This is Heartbeat at the Movies.
Bye.